Alright, welcome back guys to another video of War Dots. We're gonna start it off 1v1. That's 1v1. Also, thanks for the 100 subscribers. That's a milestone I didn't think I'd reach. So everything starts off as normal, which means troops get pulled back to the cities and normal gameplay ensues. And if you look towards the middle, you're gonna see like my tanks just spaced out. His tanks are kind of more clumped together, but I'm going to bring one of my tanks from the center. I'm just gonna put it right here. Red does the same thing here. He removes that light infantry there. But I take my light infantry and move it to one of my capital city, which means I will be producing more income than him. You can tell he kind of rushed the process of putting troops in the cities, so I will be producing more money than him. Like again, I just want to say thank you so much for the 100 subscribers. And first battle commences as I see I can 2v1 a lot and then put a tank here. Tanks are stronger than infantry on plains. Don't worry, my thing was on plains, but now it's in the forest. So now I'll have to put an infantry there to kind of tank for the tank. Ironic, you need things tanking for your tanks. See here, I'm kind of getting a little bit of encirclement up here. And now I start capitalizing, just surrounding them. Now, this part of the game where I have to start using the washing machine of troop cycling. Troop cycling is just a washing machine. You see here, that troop wasn't attacking anything, so I just move it so it does attack something. Like, what really sucks is when you're playing War of Dots and one of your troops gets stuck on each other, so you have to like pull back a bit, which means your enemy can gain land on you just so you can recover a troop. Pretty annoying. So, alright, now you can see Red has expanded this fight to half of the entire front line. Nothing special. You can kind of see here I have like a minor lead on Red in casualties. Honestly, like before this game, I kind of played like free-for-all, just kind of warm up. And I feel warmed up now, so then I played this game, which is the game you're seeing right now. What do you guess? Like, I'd say I did a pretty good job in the early game. Oh, if you want to see who the players are, I'm blue. That's me, B2 Bomber, and on the red is Goosey Lucy. And if you're wondering why I didn't have a video yesterday, I was kind of sick. You probably couldn't even hear me over like the 5,000 sneezes I was doing. Like when I sneeze, it's like a machine goes like. I don't know if OBS Studio picked up on that. Let me check. Yeah, I don't think OBS Studio picked up on that. But it's kind of like a machine gun. Whoops, I accidentally removed the health bars. And it's this time when the match was like kind of the middle where like half the morale bars are empty. So now troops kind of do minimal damage. And it's here where things kind of stall a bit. The front lines are deformed and misshapen due to the battles of the previous time. You might start to make some minor mistakes because you can't focus on everything all at once. Like, we're not robots, we can't do everything all at once. We're not clankers. Here, Red's pulling reserves from the cities. I'm doing the monstrosity, whatever the fuck this is. I'm cycling there. Nice 2v1, but all the units are like same health, so actually it's just a normal 2v1 gun. And now Red, he kind of sees the gap I've left in my cycling. But this guy, he monopolizes on it. Like, putting troops in there. He's filling up the gap with his own troops. And now I pull back. And I forget to pull one of the other troops back, so red gets like a small encirclement. It hurts a bit, but not a lot. So red does take one of my units. Now red is just really rushing in here with tempo. But don't worry, I'm still gaining on red in casualties and in the troop count. That's one thing I'll always have over red. Better economy and better troops. Also, a little pause in the fighting. There's like still some skirmishes going on. Like, never mind that skirmish ended, so now it's just peace for like a few seconds. And the second long piece is over. I'm just kinda blitzing here. And red tries encircling me. It doesn't work. I reorganize my pieces to attack his attempt. He does get one encirclement on me, but getting one troop encirclement ain't gonna kill you unless you're playing at like the high levels. Like, unless you're top 1 fighting top 2, it ain't gonna kill you. Now here's something annoying happens. A troop spawns where I'm trying to cycle. So I'm just gonna banish it right there. Right there. Now another pause in fighting except for this one. Now red's gonna try to support his unit. But I reform and put 2v2, and red's gonna try to make this 2v3. And I'm gonna go over here and make it 4v3. Now red does get one of my units into the yellow, so I have to move it out, or else risk it getting red and dying. So I'll replace it for a fresh one. You can see here the battle went from like a small front to now a slightly bigger front. Red tries chasing after my tank, which is a bad thing. But I put an infantry to block him from doing that. You see here, there's like a small area to fight EPS. So there's tank, infantry, infantry, infantry. So red has to step in with another injured tank. You can see this tank is gonna be injured. It's gonna be like slightly cracked. And again, troops always drag on each other. Like has like a hook. It's like the troops are barbed. So if you see over here is on a blob. And it's not a ball I'll use to punch through, it's just a reserve ball. When you're playing War of Dots, do you ever like have a reserve ball when you just have enough injured troops? It kind of forms into a ball because you all funnel the injured to the same place. There's not really much to talk about here except just the content in battle here. They're just kind of gaining on me over the casualties. I still have like around a 10,000 troop lead. Like if anything, this is just grinding the game. It's like in an Undertale genocide route. It's like kind of boring because y'all are just doing the same thing over and over again. Like the real way you win one of these is like who's better at mouse clicking. Who's better at mouse clicking? Like who has like better reaction, better attention, and better clicks in a second. Oh, yeah, and decision making. Like even though there's like a lot of micro in this game, there's still like major strategy decisions to be made. Here, battle return to like a stabler state. I think I'm saying like too much. I should stop using that. I have like a 4v2 here. It's pretty nice. Red does put more troops here to cancel it out, which is not nice. And the same thing of group spawning where you're cycling happens again. Pretty annoying. Like a mosquito it's always on your ear and you can't spot it away. Over here, I try seizing an opportunity to encircle red. Of course, this does work, and red's kind of panicking on encircle. Because that's around like 20 valves and he'll lose. And the nice thing is, well, not the nice thing. I don't really get a good encirclement. Because red did manage to encircle himself, but it's far too late since those troops are almost about to die. You see, I'm pretty close to getting encircled myself. But luckily, his troops that I kind of encircled, they fall when I get those, but the sad thing is that that one does die from getting 3v1. But it's worth it because I got 2 units for one of my units, which I say is a good trade for me. Now, red was chasing after one of my units, so I put a tank to shut him up real nice. You see, all the fighting is just concentrated into the south. Like, if you cut a line straight through the middle, you'd find it's just like the south that's fighting. I feel that doing like commentary on 1v1s is kind of boring because it's only you and another guy. There's no story, there's no betrayal, it's just one guy hits another guy with a stick, and another guy hits back with a stick. I feel like this is in free for all, but speaking of free for all, it's really annoying when you start to attack and win, and then everyone else decides, this guy, I don't like him, I'm gonna attack this guy. They're just getting 2v1 like Poland in World War II. And it's pretty frustrating because you were just winning a second ago. So, troops are starting to pile on each other just a bit, but not enough to be concerning. Of course, I am gonna pull the 2 tanks I banished away, and I'm gonna bring them over here, just as extra firepower. Over here, it's somewhat of a bad situation. You could probably get encircled if Red had enough troops in the bottom. You saw how close I was to getting encircled, right? I was like really close. That's funny because I encircle Red's encirclement. It's just like a teabag there. Red's pushing me like very hard to just kill off those 2 units. I do like get rid of one of Red's units, and Red is gonna get rid of one of mine. I'm able to push Red off, so I'd be able to kind of lead him away to safety. That doesn't really occur to me, so one of my troops end up dying, so it's unit for unit, fair trade. I'm the one surrounding Red. Red ends up encircling me, but I also encircle him, so it's like, I give you $1, you give me $1. So, it's pretty gradual, this change. But if you look in the bottom right in the troop count, you'll see that I somehow amassed a 50,000 troop lead on him. I don't know. It just kind of happens. like, gaining advantage is just something that just gradually happens. It's like tectonic plates slowly shifting. It happens, but you never notice it due to how slow it is. I kind of don't like it, because you're just fighting, it doesn't feel like you're winning. It feels like you're in a standstill. Oh, if you look over here, I get a encircle 3 units. Red tries unencircling. One of his units falls before he gets there. Yeah, that's a nice win for me. Another unit falls. Honestly, I feel like I could have played this better. Because I was just not utilizing my northern cities, those were the southern cities. Now, of course, the northern cities would take more time to get troops to and from there, but it'd still be more troops that it could cycle. Notice here, like, small mistakes like one troop not doing much of anything, like, you always have to keep a keen eye for troops that aren't doing anything. They're either fighting, preparing to fight, or resting. There's no troops doing nothing. You can just see the border that border just started spazzing. The hell? Y'all saw that. That started spazzing. And significant to note. Why did I say and I stopped functioning. You notice red pulls back, all that's injured. Not gonna be able to really do much of anything with injured troops. You can only go so far. So what I do is I try seeing if I could easily take it down. Clearly, I couldn't take it down because red has 4 units there, and I won. So I just want to say thank you so much for the 100 subscribers. It really means a lot to me. Like, comment, subscribe. And I think that's it for today's video. Peace out.